Today on the Daily Buzz, Rihanna on the record. New details about her secret getaway with Chris Brown. Now we're asking, are they back together? Meet Hollywood's new power couple, President Obama and George Clooney. And does the First Lady have a Clooney crush? The interview you've just got to see. Plus, as Dancing with the Stars' Max Chermakowski goes public with his co-star girlfriend, a dancing pal is speaking out exclusively to Celeb Buzz on the latest dancing scandal. Plus, the entertainment world mourning the tragic death of Tony Scott. New details about his reported suicide note, straight ahead on the Daily Buzz. Rihanna and Chris Brown's secret getaway. Are they back together? I'm Dylan Howard and welcome to the Daily Buzz. It was a very honest and often emotional Rihanna on last night's Next Chapter with Oprah Winfrey.
What do you want the world to know about your relationship with him?
We've been working on our friendship again, and now we're very, very close friends. We built a trust again, and that's it. Like, we love each other, and we probably always will.
So to talk about that, let's welcome Celeb Buzz editor Andy Scott here in our Hollywood studio, and from New York City, executive editor Joseph Capsch. Now, Joseph, first to you. I was shocked at just how honest Rihanna was. Doesn't look like we've got Joseph there. I'll get your reaction, Andy. It seemed to me that she was just incredibly shocked.
Well, yes, I mean, everyone sort of wanted to know why Rihanna and Chris Brown are even talking at this point. I mean, we all saw the photos from 2009, but it was a very revealing interview. You don't lie to Oprah. And she opened up and said everything from I'm still in love with him to they've spoken. So.
Sure. She admitted to Oprah that forgiving her own father for his mistreatment of her mother was part of her way of forgiving Chris's behaviour. But we also knew that they met up in Saint-Tropez earlier this summer. Now, Oprah got to the bottom of it all. Here is what she revealed about the reunion.
You know, there were rumors that you saw him in Saint-Tropez, did you?
Yes, I did. We went to a mutual friends party on a yacht, and...
What happens when you see him?
It's awkward. It's awkward because I still love him, you know.
Does your heart do this? Does your heart do that whoosh thing?
My stomach drops.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have to maintain this poker face. And
Now, Andy, having covered a number of these stories, that to me is typical victim behaviour. Someone that has been abused domestically forgives the victim and therefore is likely to go back into a relationship with that person. It's quite remarkable to think that she would say that so openly, so candidly to Oprah and really admit that she doesn't seem to care about what happened.
Right, I mean, like I said before, everyone sort of wanted to know what's going on. I think everyone, unfortunately, in this case, has one true love. In this case, it's Chris Brown for her. Apparently, he's always going to be part of her life. Fortunately, she says she's still single, so they're not together anymore, but they found some way to work it out.
Interesting times. Well, let's welcome our social media tracker, Rachel Levy, who's in the Los Angeles newsroom. Rachel, what are people saying on Facebook about the singer's emotional interview?
Actually, I was a bit surprised because one person had commented, Michelle O'Connor said, "How can you love someone who beats you?" Which I thought most of the reactions would be like that, but people really felt for Rihanna. Most people said that she was honest, and they thought it was kind of sad. Leslie Hunter put it perfectly. She said it was honest, scary and sad, but honest. And that's what most people really related to, her honesty. And like Andy said, she really opened up to Oprah.
All right, thanks, Rachel, very much for your input there, monitoring our Facebook page. Now, we're moving on to a new power couple, the President of the United States, bromance with Hollywood political superstar George Clooney.
We got to know each other, and he's a good man and a good friend, but...
Can he call you on the cell phone? Just call you right up?
You know, the truth is he doesn't. He's very...
But he could.
He's very protective about not bothering me.
He knows
and I
you're
think
a little busy.
he's also sensitive to the fact that, you know, that if he's around a lot, then somehow, you know, it'll be tagged as Obama hanging out with Hollywood stars, and that's not who.
Interesting stuff. Now, Andy, what we do know is that George Clooney is a vocal Democrat. Not surprising that that the president would gush about him. What effect do you think the Hollywood superstars have on a political race like we're seeing at the moment between Mitt Romney and President Obama?
And they're very influential. George Clooney is a very influential celebrity. People tend to get annoyed when celebrities get involved, but I think President Obama is kind of a celebrity in his own way. Everyone knows he has friends. You know, Sarah Jessica Parker has thrown fundraisers for him, so I don't think this will have any negative impact at all.
Now, Michelle Obama also spoke out. Let's take a look at what she said to Entertainment Tonight's Nancy O'Dell.
George is a wonderful guy.
He's cute, too.
Michelle
It's a conspiracy. It has been, I think.
is always frustrated because a lot of the events that George has been involved in, for some reason,
Oh, really?
she has something else going on.
Is he making you busy with something so you can't go to
I
George's
don't know.
event?
I'm going to explore that a little more.
I will say that the couple of times he's come to the White House, I noticed that the staff suddenly
Everybody's
is
there.
sort of
Everybody's
circulating
around.
around my office. They've got memos they need to make sure I see right away, and yeah, there's something going on there.
Pretty clear there that even Michelle's gone gaga for George. That interview in full begins airing tonight across the country on Entertainment Tonight on CBS. Moving on to another story, the Dancing with the Stars scandal. Last week, details from inside soccer star Hope Solo's book accused her dance partner Max of roughing her up during practice. Now, last night, we were with Max as he went public for the very first time with his girlfriend and last season's Dancing with the Star pro dancer champ, Peter Murgatroyd, a fellow Australian. Max didn't discuss the book's claims, but he did tell ET that Kirstie Alley can expect to dance with a whole new Max this season.
So do you think you'll be even a little more brutal with her? Like, come on, we've done this before, let's do it again.
Here we go again. I'm gonna go on the record in saying that I will never, ever, you will never see this type of Max ever again.
Even towards the judges?
Who?
The judges? You know, the three people that sit there and say things that, like, sometimes aren't the nicest.
Who?
Those three people, I don't know their names, but...
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Len guy and a Bruno guy.
Right.
Carrie Ann
No idea what you're
person.
talking about.
Andy, do you think producers of the show or ABC may have told him to shape up or ship out?
Probably, because the accusations made in Hope Solo's book are very damning, I would say. I mean, at one point she said that he slapped her on the stomach and that mark was left for the entire day. I've watched the show far too long to know that Maxim has a bit of a temper, so it's kind of a long time coming for him.
All right, now we spoke exclusively with Dancing with the Stars contestant Giles Marini about Hope's claims. Here's what Giles told us on Saturday night. He said, I think dancers like Max, they were so young when they started dancing, so young, that they know only one way, and it's the hard way. It's very hard for them to transfer from teaching someone patience to a race against time. In a kind of way, he said, I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm saying that's the only way he knows. Do you think he just adds fuel to the fire, Giles, by almost saying that that is Max?
I think so, because we don't even know if the allegations are true, and sort of him commenting on it, especially when he's about to go into the show, which launched in September, it's like, what are you doing, you know?
Well, thank you very much, Andy, for joining us all the way from New York here in the Hollywood studio. Thanks very much for joining us, buddy. All right, we'll see you throughout the course of the week. Still to come on the Daily Buzz, we'll be talking exclusively with New Jersey Real Housewife Melissa Gorga, and we ask the question whether she'll pose for Playboy. For more on those stories and more from today, head on over to the website celebbuzz.com. You can follow us on Twitter, and you too can join the conversation with #TheDailyBuzz. Now, onto the water cooler photo of the day. It's Red Hot Harry. Yes, this there is Prince Harry in a fedora and floral swimsuit. Great Britain's bachelor partied with J-Lo and other stars at a pool party in Las Vegas over the weekend. I'm sure the camera phones were inevitably going nuts. Now, when we return, the tragic end to Hollywood director and producer Tony Scott's life. The stars today are speaking out and paying tribute as new details emerge on why he may have taken his own life. We'll be right back.